Good morning to you all. Today, I, Aarush Mishra of class 8th is going to tell you about Li-Fi, that is my science project of this virtual science exhibition. So let's start. Li-Fi is the technology of transmitting data using the flickering light signals. As you all know, every form of digital data is in zeros and ones, which is binary. If we combine flickering light signals and binary digits, we get a technology called Li-Fi. Li-Fi is the new thriving technology which is being tested all over the world. So let's dive into the PPT and learn more about Li-Fi. So before we move on to the final showcase, let us see how we can integrate Li-Fi in our homes. As you can see, this is the simple model of our drawing rooms. You can see the light bulbs. We can use these light bulbs to transmit data. But how? We can connect the light bulbs with the modem. So the modem can send electrical signals to the bulbs. So they can flicker and transmit data. But who will receive it? We can use micro receivers to receive the light flickering and convert it into digital data to transmit it. So that was the simple integration of Li-Fi in our daily life.
Have you heard of a Wi-Fi? If yes, then you can understand Wi-Fi easily. In a Wi-Fi, data is transferred using electromagnetic waves. Light is also electromagnetic waves, but it can propagate more easily. That's why Wi-Fi is more efficient than Wi-Fi. To understand a Wi-Fi, you need the basics of binary code and circuitry. For starters, you need to know every form of data is in the form of binary code. That means zeros and ones. You also need to know that if we provide a constant current to an electronic light source, it will provide you a constant illumination. And if you will cut the current, it will provide no illumination. As you know, by looking at this circuit, if we turn on the switch, the LED will provide constant illumination. But as soon as I turn off the switch, the LED will stop providing illumination. By this principle, we can transfer data. Let's see how. For transmitting data using Li-Fi, we need any form of electronic light emitting device and any form of photoreceiver. In my project, I have used a laser diode and a solar cell. Let's see how we can transmit the data. See, if we cut the supply of the light emitting diode frequently, it will flicker, and by this flickering we can transmit data. See, if the LED is on, the light received on the solar cell will be counted as the digital 1, and if it is off, it will be received as a digital 0. By this way, we can transmit any form of data easily. So now let's talk about advantages of Li-Fi. First of all, Li-Fi is more private because light cannot go through walls. So we can keep the data transmitted inside the walls or inside the room. And also it provides us a greater speed. According to a study, Li-Fi can provide us 224 Gbps internet speed, which is 224 times more than the speed provided by Google Fiber, which is the most fastest internet provider. I would also like to add that Li-Fi can also work underwater.
Now it's time for the final showcase. In this showcase, I will transmit auxiliary input from the input, in this case a mobile phone, to a auxiliary speaker using Li-Fi and no physical connections between them. For this project, I have used an old plastic bottle, a laser diode, a 9-volt battery, an aux cable, a solar panel and an input source, in this case a mobile phone, and an output source, in this case an auxiliary speaker. So let's start the demonstration. Before starting demo, as you can see, I've cut the aux cable in half. One for the input and the another one for the output. I will connect this aux cable into this mobile phone, and then this aux cable will send electrical signals to the laser diode, and then it will flicker almost 1,000,000 times a second. Then it will be received on the solar panel, and then this flickering will be converted into auxiliary signals, and then this aux cable will transfer those auxiliary signals into this auxiliary speaker, and then it will convert those auxiliary signals into audio. So as you can see, I have connected one end of the aux cable with the mobile, which is the input, and other end of the aux cable with the speaker, which is the output, with no physical connections between. Now I will start the theme song of our school and see, is my project working properly? As you can see, the song is playing on the other end of the speaker without any physical connections between. Now I will put my finger in between the connection to see that is it working properly. As you can see, the song stopped playing. Now I will remove my hand. As you can see, my Wi-Fi project is working properly. Thanks for watching.